Hi everybody, I'm Jennifer Billy. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope you learned a lot. I hope you had some fun too. I just wanted to take a moment to tell you about my journey and how I got started with essential oils and in Young Living. I have to say it started about 3 years ago. I was newly diagnosed with MS and I was scared. I was really scared. I didn't know what this meant for me or my family or what was going to happen. It was scary. I was thrown with a lot of information. Had to make a lot of choices. Mostly which medication was I going to go on. And as grateful as I was that there were these medications out there now, the one thing that I realized was none of them were there to heal me. They weren't there to cure this disease. They were just there to suppress it and hopefully hold it off. But there was no guarantee of that. And I wasn't good with that. I wasn't happy, or I wasn't going to settle for that. I knew I needed to take control of my health and my wellness. So that's when I started doing my own research, and I decided that I was going to live a more healthier life and chemical free life and get the toxins out of my home and out of my family for my family, with between the food we eat and the products we put on our bodies and the products we use in our home. I knew that there was a better way, and not only to get these products out that weren't helping but were actually hurting us. So in that process of finding new products to use, that's when I was finding a lot of info about essential oils. I have to admit, at first I was a little skeptical. I didn't know what these were all about. They intrigued me, but I just couldn't understand how these could really help. So I did more research, and the more I did, the more I wanted to try them. But then came the question of, where am I going to get them from? I knew I kind of obsessively was looking at every single company out there because I knew I had to get the right ones. It took me about a year, I hate to say, but I was very obsessive about where I was going to buy them from. And I'd say that when this newsfeed, my newsfeed came a post from Stephanie about Young Living, I was curious, so she sent me some videos, and I have to say I watched this video one of the members did at one of Young Living's farms. And that was the moment. That was the light bulb moment for me that this was the company. This was the oils. This was it. They talked about how, in this video, about how Young Living owns, or at least partners with, all of their farms. They never used any kind of chemicals or pesticides on the plants. They even go as far as pulling weeds by hand if need be. And owning an organic lawn care company, that was so important to me. And that was the one, everything that they were doing I knew was 100% what was important. And the more I learned about their seed to seal, the more I knew this is it. This is the only company that is doing what they're doing. So immediately, that was my moment that I knew that Young Living was the only company that I was going to use. So I ordered my kit right away, and right away, what, a year later? But I am still so happy that I made this decision. I knew I needed to live a more chemical, toxic-free life, but I had no idea what these oils were going to do and how much they were going to change my family and my health. I had no idea what they were going to do. I do take MS medication, but all of the other medications for side effects I am now off of. My daughter, I guess it was the biggest breakthrough to me, the biggest revelation, that wow, what we're doing here. We used to be at the pediatrician, I'd say at least once a month, if not more. We were always fighting something. My daughter's allergies were so bad. We tried everything. She was on every over-the-counter medication, inhalers, nose sprays, everything. Nothing helped her. It was so bad that even at school they were trying to put her on ADD medication because they were like, she's not focusing. She needs something. And I try to explain, well, how do you focus when you're constantly coughing and not feeling good and not being able to breathe? I mean, she could not breathe out of her nose for as long as I can remember. And here we are, a year and a half. I had to make her an appointment for her yearly physical. We actually went a year and a half, and she hadn't been seen at the doctor's. There was no need to bring her in. She was doing great. She was feeling great. And making that appointment knowing it was a year and a half since she had been seen was crazy for me. I mean, that's when I knew that we were doing what was right for our family. So I, again, would like to thank you for joining. And if you're ready to take this journey with me, I am here 100%. We have some great specials going on right now. So let me know. Send me any kind of questions you have, anything you need to help. I'm here, and I'd love to help you and get you started too. So have a great night, and thank you guys.